God is for me. So watch this now. You can understand that God says, because of what it is that I'm going to do in your life, you got to get ready for your world to shift. Yes, because everything that you have been used to, I've got to change it now. I need you to understand that those who used to pour into you and used to have your answers, they ain't going to have them no more. The people that used to have your back, they ain't going to have it no more. Why are they not going to have your back? Because here is the reality of the thing. I cannot release the new people that I'm assigned to you if the old people still have your ear. So I got to move people out your life that are trying to hinder the progress of your life. So God says everything in your world, I've got to cause it to break down. That means everything that you've been familiar with. That's why you had to change churches. That's why you had to change friends. That's why you had to change jobs. Wasn't nothing really wrong with the church, but it wasn't where God wanted you for that season. Oh, I know y'all don't like me, but whatever. I know it wasn't nothing wrong with the preacher. God, but the only reason why you thought it was something wrong with the preacher because you stayed longer than what God wanted you. So he had to let you see more than you needed to see because you wanted to hang somewhere where God didn't want you to be no more. So he had to shift your word. Oh, I know I'm not just preaching to myself, but God says where you are now is uncomfortable because you have extravagated that level. You have exhausted that level. You can't go no higher where you are now. And that's why you feel uncomfortable because you are too afraid to go to the next level. I shared with the saints on Wednesday night, so I shared with you. Come to Bible study every now and then. If you can't, it'll bless you. That 11 is 1, but it's 1 at another level. 21 is 1, but it's 1 at another level. 100 is 1, but it's 1 at another level. 1 million is 1, but it's 1 at another level. And that means anything between 1 and 10, I'm still at the same level. So last year, this time, you were hanging and you felt God shift you, but you walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you got to the greatest place at that level, things started feeling uncomfortable. The people that used to bless you don't bless you no more. The stuff that used to be funny ain't funny no more. The stuff you used to like, you don't like no more. The people that used to bless you don't bless you no more. You know why? Because it's time for you to go up to another level. And that's why God says that he has to allow you to see the folk that want to keep you where you are. Because the only people that can lift you up are the ones who's been exposed to more than you have. And why you gonna let people keep you in a place that they're comfortable in? You got to learn how to say, you stay there, but I'm going up. If anybody says I'm on my way up, I'm tired of being in this same place. I'm tired of singing the same song. I'm tired of high-fiving over the same word. I'm ready to go up to the next level. I wish you tell somebody, say, you got access. You better get up there. Sit. Listen up here. You and I have got to understand, beloved, is that you and I, there's some things in life you and I have outgrown. So quit trying to make stuff that's too small for you now fit. Because it ain't gonna work no more. I ain't got time running behind you to see if you my best friend. I got too much ministry to do. And after all these years we've been together, I got to stay in your face every day to prove I like you. I need some more friends. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. I'm too married and too busy to be calling you every 5 minutes. Tell me what's going on, bro. The devil is a liar. Someone can be at your life because they too needy. They're too needy. And if Jesus can't satisfy you, and you married and your man can't satisfy you, you married your woman can't satisfy miserable. I need to hook up with some people that's happy about life. Because if you saying that about everybody, I wonder what you're saying about me when I ain't in your face. I wish I could talk here. You got to learn how to handle folks. Because they'll tell you about sister so-and-so sin. And then when you leave, they'll talk about your sin. I ain't got nobody here. But look at somebody and say, I'm off that level. I'm off that level. Because I'm satisfied with what God has called me to be. And I ain't got to prove it to nobody. If you don't believe he called me, that's your business. If you don't believe he anointed me, that's your business. If you don't believe he forgave me, that's your business. But is there anybody here said, I know the Lord forgave me. I know the Lord delivered me. You the one need to get over it. The only reason why you talking about me is because you wanted to do it, but you're too scared. Oh Lord, I can't preach here. Help me. I look at somebody and say, I'm on my way up. I'm on my way. Yes. Tell somebody your world is shifting. So what I need you to understand, man, is that you've been rebuking the devil at the wrong time. Because God says, tell the people, you're not in a season of warfare. This turbulence is divine. Quit rebuking the devil. It ain't the devil. It's me that's causing this turbulence. Because I understand if I make you comfortable, that's the way you are, then you won't feel your divine purpose. Esther, I know you feel good in the palace, but I didn't put you in the palace to be pretty. I put you in the palace because there's some people that need your anointing. I ain't got nobody here. And while we sitting up here, and because we got our titles, put your time into use and help get somebody saved. Put your ministry to use and help get somebody delivered. I wish you tell somebody, say, God didn't bring you here just so you can brag about being here, but he brought you so you can get up off yourself and become who God called you to be. I wish I could preach a while here. I wish you tell somebody, say, I got a vision. Oh, that was the wrong somebody. Tell them, I got a vision, and my vision must come to pass. But your vision, even though it must come to pass, your vision cannot be protected unless you build a house around it. I believe I'll say that again. Your vision cannot be protected unless you build a house around it. And the last thing the Lord told me to tell you, and I'm through, he said, impact him. I'm giving you 3 years to be. You better hear what I'm saying. He said, build your marriage, build your ministry. In 3 years, we're going to build a church. You better, I just prophesy. He said, I'm giving you 3 years to be. And the devils that used to fight you, they ain't going to fight you for 3 years. It's going to look like the economy's bad, but I'm going to give you enough money to build with. I wish you tell somebody, I'm going to build in this season. I'm going to build, good God, because I've got to change your world. I've got to change your cosmos. The Greek word cosmos means your government. It means order. He says, I got to change the way you govern things. I got to change the way you structure stuff. That's why all of a sudden you trying to hold on to money now, because you can't be a broke. Oh, y'all don't like me. That's why you're starting to cut off your family. That's always borrowing money but can't pay it back, because he's changing your world. It ain't that you don't love your mama. It's just that you can't build your ministry and pay for your mama. Ain't got nobody here. I wish you tell somebody, I'm gonna be. Yes, Lord. Now watch this, church. In the middle of our building, Mother Mitchell, he said, watch out for the devil, because people will not celebrate the fact that you're building your own destiny. And it's in this season you can expect old people that used to be there to show up. They didn't care nothing about it while we was dating, but now all of a sudden that I done moved on, you all of a sudden love me now. Where they do that at? When you was my pastor, you wouldn't even call me to see when I was in the hospital. But now that somebody else's church, you call it how you concerned. Where you got on me? You got to make up in your mind. It's distraction to keep you from building because he wants you stuck. And so they will try to make you believe that they were a priority when they were nothing but an accessory. God help me here. They weren't helping your life function. They weren't helping you do nothing. But they want to fool you and make you think they were helping. But now that you're building, you got to learn how to keep your plans to yourself. How you building up your marriage? It ain't none of your business, honey. How you keeping that man? Ain't none of your business, honey. How you able to buy a new car? It ain't none of your business, honey. I wish I had some people here. How you was able to get somebody? Oh, you don't hear what I'm saying. Because some people, while you're building, will come in your life to try to tear it down. Because I'm like this, Sister Sherry. If you didn't have a good word to say to me when I ain't have nothing, why I'm going to trust you to tear down my house? Y'all don't hear me. That's why God says, I'm taking that man out your life whether you like it or not. Because he's tearing you down while I'm building. Oh God, y'all don't like me. You going around here, he talking about you like a dog, telling you you're nothing and nobody. And you sitting there taking it. And you come into church being built up in the spirit, being built up in the faith, to go home to a man that don't appreciate you. But God said, I'm taking you out of there. Because if that's how he gonna treat you as your boyfriend, he gonna beat you as your husband. But you got to come out of there. I wish you shake hands with somebody and say, you coming out. That was the wrong somebody. Oh Lord, that's my time. I got to go. Tell somebody, say, you coming out of there. Good God Almighty, tell them, say, you coming out of there. I wish I had somebody here that said, I know it feels tough, but the shift is necessary. I know it feels bad, but the shift is